And we talk about pricing. I'm very transparent about that. Definitely, I want you to know if when you commit to this journey with me, I try to do bundle pricing to make it more affordable for you when you're purchasing multiple syringes. So there are all those things that we can do to make this journey as painless and exciting and rewarding as possible, so that you can feel, you know, your most beautiful, confident self. Because I feel like the world is hard enough right now, and we don't need to be making it more difficult by our unkind words towards each other, and to be critical of each other, or to tear one another down. Because I'm here to build you up. I love to work on your inner beauty through the interventions I have in my medical practice. And then I love to work on men and women and their outer beauty through what we offer, you know, in our aesthetic service. Hi, I'm Lucy. I'm 58 and I have BOTOX. There, I said it. I also have Radius. Let's see, what else? I have some of that. And I don't look funny. And I'm not ashamed to talk about these things. And I think the celebrities who are wanting to tell us that they're using olive oil to maintain their beauty at 50, I think they're ridiculous. And I'm calling out J-Lo and Nicole Kidman, who just said she's never had surgery and she doesn't do Botox or fillers anymore. I'm like, okay, whatever helps you sleep at night. So, you know, we've talked about in the past slaughtering sacred cows. And I think that there's just some unnecessary stigma in this aesthetics industry. And I think somehow the access we have 24/7 to everyone else's lives through these social media platforms is there's certainly some good that comes through that. And I know that as a business owner, I'm using those tools to promote my business. But it is, sometimes it can be extremely disheartening, because social media and the people on it hiding behind their keyboards, people can be cruel and be unkind. And I feel like that this is something that we can easily rectify by just being ourselves and being transparent with each other about our feelings of inadequacy, our insecurities about getting older. And now we have all this awesome technology to combat that. And it's really quite affordable when you think about what most people are spending money on. I mean, if you're spending $8 or $10 a day on a latte, then if you add that up over a month, that's coming up on your Botox money right there. So I definitely think that those of us who are injectors and that we are in this industry, that we should be very open about talking about some of this with our clients, who some people want to sneak in here in the dark of night. They don't want anyone to know that they're having these services done. And that kind of makes me sad. Some are super they're like, take my picture, show it to everybody. And others are like, only take a picture of my lips. And you know what? That's great. But I feel like we as women in particular perpetuate that stigma. I just keep coming back to that word of don't get old. Don't show anybody you're getting old, but don't do aesthetic procedures and don't talk about it. So it's like you're between a rock and a hard place. I just feel like aesthetics can be done tastefully and gently and slowly over time. We don't have to do correction all in one day. And generally that is not even recommended. I like to work slowly. I like to go a little bit at a time. to give the tissue time to adapt to what we're placing there, to assess your body's response, to make sure, like, I'm a sweller, so I had to take advantage of being in this injector's chair. I had to go to Baton Rouge to be there with her. So I went ahead and got quite a bit done at one time, but this is what I do for a living. So if I looked a little beat up and bruised, well, I don't think many of my clients are going to be appalled by that. So as you consider entering into the aesthetic world and maybe dipping your toe into the pool, I want you to feel, confident and bold and comfortable with pursuing these services, and know that it can be done in a way that suits you, your personality, your budget, your goals. If you have a special event coming up, I've actually, turned some people away in that they hadn't scheduled what they wanted done in enough time, I felt, to be ready for their event. And I didn't want there to be any bruising or swelling so I said, let's reschedule, So I always try to take all of that into consideration to help you plan. And we talk about pricing. I'm very transparent about that. Definitely, I want you to know when you commit to this journey with me, I try to do bundle pricing to make it more affordable for you when you're purchasing multiple syringes. So there are all those things that we can do to make this journey as painless and exciting and rewarding as possible, so that you can feel, your most beautiful, confident self. Because I feel like the world is hard enough right now, and we don't need to be making it more difficult by our unkind words towards each other, and to be critical of each other, or to tear one another down. Because I'm here to build you up. I love to work on your inner beauty through the interventions I have in my medical practice. And then I love to work on men and women and their outer beauty through what we offer, in our aesthetic services. So I just felt like I wanted to wrap up our discussions about the various products and some of the areas that are commonly treated and some of the techniques we use, to also say, what? Do it. Invest in yourself. You're worth it. And what's really neat too, and what I didn't mention previously, is that when we do treat to correction, when we get, say, you coming in for jaw, chin, and lips, and we get all that balanced and corrected, most often at that point, you might just need yearly touch-ups to maintain the efficacy of your filler. Certainly the BOTOX, its efficacy, you can pretty much depend on a 3 to 4 month efficacy for your toxin appointments. So you're going to be seeing me 3 to 4 times a year for that. So once you make the investment, I try to encourage my clients to keep that up and to continue investing in themselves, because I know that I like to put my best foot forward, and I'm kind of putting my heart on a platter here, each time I film a video, because I'm putting my face and my words and my heart out here for public consumption. And it is a little bit scary. So certainly I want to look my best, as I come into this forum in this public way to be evaluated. But it just is nice, even when I'm at home by myself and I'm brushing my teeth at night before I go to bed, I think, hey, I'm not doing so bad, to be my age. And I think about comparing myself now to my mom when she was 58. And I don't think that 58 now is what it used to be. So I'm anticipating 60 and beyond. And I know my best days are yet to come. And so I just look forward to meeting you when you come in and walking with you on your journey to your optimal health, wellness, and beauty. So thank you so much. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.